it's AlphaAli. Welcome back to the channel. Hope everyone's doing okay. So today I'm back with another kind of like one of my offline games. I know a lot of you guys really liked it in the last one of my like little commentary I did over it. So I'm going to be basically doing the exact same thing over this one. This one was a really long King's Row match, as you can see from the title. It was like 30 minutes long and it was a bit stressful. So I'm just going to go through basically kind of talking through my gameplay and how I was playing. I was queued with my Genji, so you will see me quite a lot of the time going to go and help my Genji. The reason is because we didn't actually have a second DPS at this point. I was like, oh my gosh, and then our Sojourn finally comes in. I'm like, hallelujah, we've actually got second DPS. So obviously I'm trying to like take the off angle. And this kind of like, my Sojourn kind of like slides in, but I don't want to like really commit with her because where she is really open for me, and obviously there's the Widow there. So I'm kind of just peeling back. She doesn't end up getting killed because obviously she doesn't end up getting the kill on the Widow, which to be fair, I feel as it was worth for me just to kind of like stay with my team. At this point, my Genji kind of dashes through. I wait a second for him to go through. I want to take the high ground because I don't really want to be on point with him. It doesn't matter if I obviously discount my beans for like a second because I can get them back on. Just want to play as much like max distance as I can to help my Genji. AlphaAli can obviously help up, kind of heal Arisa up until she's obviously critical, then I'll go and help her. And at this point, sadly, my Genji isn't going in. Can't really do anything about it. I do a vertical super jump and then I kind of like crouch down onto the platform just to make sure I'm not getting picked off by the Widow. Back off my AlphaAli. At this point, I'm kind of like, yeah, okay, we're not going to win this. So I'll start backing out with my AlphaAli, obviously help my Sojourn get out as well. And this is sadly a team fight lost, but it is what it is. I'm just going to go back and just carry on. Obviously going to res my Sojourn. As I do this, by the way, you'll see my AlphaAli die in a second. I'm not even kidding you. I stood there and I just looked at it and I was like, seriously. Obviously, I do ping that I don't have res just in case my Ryan wants to stand there with a shield with it and stuff. At this point, I was looking up to the, the sky on the right-hand side just in case the Widow. I end up Valking here because obviously we are down AlphaAli, but my team wants to push in. And we do actually end up like, pushing in really well. I thought I needed the Valk just to help with that. I pinged down there just to let people know that obviously, hey, there's like still someone that is down there. But at the same time, I don't want to commit with it because my Ryan, doesn't have his AlphaAli right there. So at this point, I'm kind of just playing, obviously, this back wall and stuff. My Farah wants to play quite aggressively, so I'm going to play with her. I'm just trying my best just to kind of, like, look, basically not get in this window because you'll see in a second why it's bad to hang about. Yeah. And I do that twice, by the way, this match, and I was really like, annoyed with myself, especially with the second time, because this is just poor positioning by myself. I 100% should not be peeking that window at all. Whenever you're playing this map, you never ever want to peek any of those, like, windows, because usually there is a damage boosted hit scan or, like, a Widowmaker or something like there. I completely just forgot about it, and yeah, I should have definitely not been in that position. I feel as though it's not my fault, though, because a lot of my team do die, but I feel as though I could have definitely avoided a death there if I just play a little bit more safer. Obviously, I go press Laurie. The Rhinos one just goes to shield it afterwards was also hilarious. My soldier just staggers herself a little bit as well here, so I can't really do anything about it. So it's another 4v5. Obviously, I'm pinging down below. Fly away, obviously, because Tracer's got pulse, and that was 4v4. At this point, I want to try and play with my Farah, but I'm really trying to just look out for the Widow. So I go and ping her wherever she is, just so my Farah can focus her first. Captain's Son, obviously, I'm just trying to, I do a backwards J just to make sure I keep my distance away from it, because obviously I don't want to, be present to it. If I had GA bundle, so if I had my res at that point, I would have 100% res that Farah on the roof, but I didn't have it, and I was fuming. At this point as well, they were kind of like camping the res, like they still had people around it. Go to damage boost L'Oreal is great to damage boost, can I just say. You only use damage boost the first kind of splur, because the rest of it's like her normal like shooting range and stuff like that. Obviously at this point, trying to help my Sojourn, and then I was like really scared with the L'Oreal there as well. I'm just kind of, just playing with the Sojourn. I'm trying to play a separate window if I can, obviously I have to rotate, just, to make sure that they're okay. At this point, I'm just, helping try and balance the heals and damage boost. She doesn't get picked off, and at this point, I'm very much like, oh my goodness, what should I do? Oh, the Widow. So I start going for him, and then obviously Farah, but just finish her off with the barrage, which is really nice. Go up to make some distance away from the Zarya as like quickly as I can. Obviously then at this point I'm just trying to keep up my my Farah to make sure that she doesn't get picked off by the Zarya, because the Zarya is such high charge. At this point it's very much just me playing with my Farah now, because I had a lot more faith in my Farah compared to my other DPS already. Whenever you're like playing a match, you can get a really good feel with like how your second DPS is playing. And if they are your, what would you consider as your main blue beam target, yet your other DPS who is still a good like baby blue target is doing well, I'd 100% stay with them. This is my fault with the Valk here. I felt as though they were going to pressure us a lot harder than what they did. I ended up kind of just wasting my Valk just to carry Pox and my Farah, which I could have just done with a single GA. I just thought they were going to be a little bit more aggressive than what they're going to, but it's fine. We obviously we do end up kind of wasting the Valk a little bit, which isn't great, but anyways, obviously playing off with my Farah, healing her up. I just don't want to peek down that main bit like whatsoever. And then just obviously helping Farah. At this point I wanted to go for the res, but really by the side. And then AlphaAli decides to solo ult me. But it's fine because we slayed and we killed her anyways. But obviously, this is a team fight loss for us though. I will try and keep on my Ryan to see how much we can do, but then the Widow ends up being behind us. Obviously, I tried to go for the clip and try and get her as well. To be fair, I felt as though it was like my only option would be, you know, just try and get her because then I could have maybe kept the Ryan up a little bit longer. But to be honest, I feel as though I was kind of like a fight loss once the Pharah went down, and then I ended up being a little bit preoccupied for a bit. But to be honest, work, you know, I got my TikTok clip out of it, so can't even complain. At this point, damage boosting Widow while she grapples up. Whenever you see like Widows grapple up or Ashes using the coach gun up vertically, try to always damage boost them, because it's either they're going to get shot down by the other hit scan or they're going to take like a big chunk of damage, which you're not going to be able to kind of like out heal. So a lot of the time, if you just flick your damage boost on for when they do it, sure, if they start coming down, you could definitely put the healing beam on, but definitely you could just, what's it called? You could just put the blue beam on him. At this point as well, I wasn't really playing with my Ryan because I got this on and out that couldn't do it. So I was playing very back and safe with my hit scans. I don't do a slingshot or anything though, so I get the quick G cool now because I realised that obviously my team want to back out. Obviously at this point, I'm trying to like go back over to my Widow. And at this point, I'm just kind of like balancing beams between them just to make sure they're both, you know, staying quite healthy, staying, you know, relatively up, I guess. But my kind of fault for obviously taking a little bit too much there. I think I definitely need to play a little bit like lower at this point, especially against those really good like hit scans and stuff. But at this point, obviously, you know, just balancing damage boost. At this point, I'm trying to stay with my Widow because my Widow's taking the high ground. I can get the res behind these boxes, by the way, really nicely, because you can kind of like move a tiny bit in your res and stuff. And perfect enough for me to just, you know, get behind those boxes. I put the Valcastle straight after because obviously the team was starting to pressure in. Really focusing my heals on my Ana, because if my Ana stays up, then my Ryan stays up pretty much. Can't res. Obviously, that is my duo of being my, you know, the Widow, so I don't need to ping it to say I can't res. And also, I feel as though like it's just not needed for me to go and ping it there. I feel as though I only need to ping it if I want to go for it, basically. But anyways, obviously, I'm just trying to like, you know, keep people up. Try to click on the damage boost with Ash whenever I can, but I'm playing very far away from her because I didn't like her positioning here, which obviously you can see now with her backing off as much as she did. I really like didn't like her positioning, so I was playing far away. Obviously can't really do anything there. I'm just gonna back out just because of the cactus, so I'm gonna try and get as far away as I can. Can't really help anyone there, so I ended up just repositioning. I end up flying directly across because I do want to stay with my Ash. And right at this point, you will see my Ryan actually said sorry at this point because Myron was like, I need healing. And I'm like, bestie, I can't peek you there. Like, remember, if you can't peek someone and he feels that you're going to die forward peeking, don't just stay where you are and tell them, or like say to them like, hey, I need you to move. Obviously, I told my Ryan after this because I wasn't like, obviously, I don't really use my mic whenever I queue because I'm a female. So that's usually why. But yeah, no, usually if you can, obviously let your kind of like team know that you need them like to come forward in order to get healed. At that very moment in time, if I peek, I'm just going to get absolutely destroyed by that enemy team. So I need my Ryan to walk forward. He did apologize to me though, bless him. So, you know, it's all good. But yeah, so let me know what you guys like about these kind of offline videos. I don't do too many games offline. It was just there was a part where I couldn't make a lot of the streams due to like some personal issues, but I'm still playing obviously like off stream and everything. So this is kind of like why I have a few of these videos and stuff like that. But I really enjoy kind of like looking back at my gameplay and stuff, because there's so many times where I'm like, oh, because I did that so great, and there's other ones where I'm like, why did I do that? Like, by the way, if people want to know the skin, by the way, it's the Overwatch 2 Home Toronto Defiant skin with the cute little devil Pachimari. I know a lot of people like to know what the skin is. I was letting my duo basically decide what skins I would use, but then he gave up and it was like, put them in a random number generator, so I did. Which is hard when you've got like 100 and something skins for Mercy now. I'm not addicted, I swear. But anyways, obviously I'm just waiting for the new round to start. Can't really do anything at this point. It's very much just me just flying about and having a bit of fun, you know. It is what it is. We have ourselves a Genji now. Obviously we switched over from having my duo on the Genji. This is the other person on DPS on the Genji now. We have Hanzo as well. These two aren't amazing for Mercy damage boost, but I wanted to stick with the Mercy because Mercy is my best. There is still 100% like damage boost potential that you can have with these. I also thought because they also had a Mercy, I thought to myself it's probably best if I would also play Mercy, just try and like counter the damage boost because Mercy damage boost is broken. But it's a very quick team fight here, to be honest. I'm very much just trying to damage boost as much as I can. I destroyed the Alari pylon just in case people were gonna like obviously go into the point and stuff like that. I didn't really want to, you know, have anyone. At this point, I'm playing my distance away from my Hanzo, like trying to play in the room as much as I can, trying to damage boost him. And any of his arrows basically playing very far back. I'm basically letting myself have an escape opportunity in case anyone decides to dive up here. I can escape. At this point, kind of my bad with like the movement and stuff. I thought my beam was still on the Hanzo, but it wasn't. There's me pinging because I thought I could hear the Hanzo down the main bit, and I actually was right in a second. Yep, you could hear him. And at this point, actually, I'm still trying to help my Hanzo. Hanzo loses the 1v1. I can't do anything about it. I don't want to dive in to go and get them because obviously Laura's there as well. Just back out as safe as I can. I tell my duo as well I can't res there because he's just gonna like one-shot me. He'll climb up and just one-shot me as well, so there's no way I'm gonna get that res off. Damage boosting Orisa because obviously she's the one that's doing the most right now. I feel as well she was like a really, really good tank. Obviously trying to help out, heal up my Genji as he comes out, so it leaves my honor to be able to help my Genji out as much as possible. I'm just kind of like staying away from the like sim TP because obviously I don't want to, you know, get damaged from like that basically. Hanzo falls, but I can very easily res him. I don't really need to ping it here because my team is very kind of like safe and comfortable, and then I can just go forward. At this point I couldn't get my beam onto my Orisa quick enough, so I thought if I could just like melt down the Zarya a little bit so the Orisa could pull it off quicker. But I suppose it didn't really matter too much because she was just wrapping them all up anyways. But I thought it was the most effective way I could get rid of it. If you need to like, you know, get to someone and you need to damage someone while you're going there, don't be afraid until you get to beam range to get out that pistol and just, you know, do a little bit of damage. Because if you hit like 4 shots, that's like what, 80 damage? That's insane. Like you could do a lot with just getting the pistol out for that few seconds, but make sure you're getting that blue beam on once you get in. At this point, obviously, I'm damage boosting my Orisa. You just keep him in. And I saw the Sim TP, so I thought they were going to contest with the Sim TP. No, they didn't. And we ended up using 3 ultimates in this fight, including Nano, not on the blade, but on Orisa. Then also at this point, I'm just using my my Valk just to keep my distance with the Orisa and also keep on the damage boost. I don't want to heal, I don't want to res Genji here because obviously he's got a new spawn. At this point, I was telling Orisa like, come on, group up, come here, because I can't play there, especially with the hit scans and stuff like that. I cannot play there. Marissa does actually say that, oh, it's like my bad and stuff like that after that, because I did say to him like several times, like, come on, Bessie, like we need to leave. But anyways, just playing with my Hanzo and stuff because obviously he's being tickled by the Orisa right now. Pinging the what's it called, the Hanzo, just to, you know, let people know like, hey, like dangerous guy here that can one-shot people. And I'm just like obviously hiding up here, playing my distance away for the Alari ult again as well. I just don't want to get hit by that Alari ult because it's like absolutely damaging. Like as soon as you get hit by it, it's like, okay, you're dead. Same thing with the Orisa here. I was like, come on guys, like we need to leave. I realized I get hit by the Hanzo Storm Arrow, so I want to rotate round. At this point, I kind of like just want to stay on the court because with the ultimates that we've got, it zones people off really, really nicely. So we get a lot of point presence. I'm crouching behind the payload here because I can see the Widow. Yeah, I still want to keep on pushing it in. At this point, I was very much like, if we get it in, if not, I'm going to quickly GA away to my Orisa. But obviously, we do end up getting it in, which is completely fine. And yeah, overall, a really, really strong attack from us, to be fair. I feel as though I wasn't really, like, challenged too much on this attack. I very much just kept my distance when I needed to, and we got stuff done, which was honestly kind of like what we needed to do, basically. But yeah, so you'll see now that this game obviously hasn't finished because we have to go into, like, extra rounds and stuff like that. Now, I would like you guys to take some bets right now. What's the betting of, you know, this team who has 1 minute to attack managing to get it all the way to the end? They do, they manage it. Just a quick little spoiler, I guess. Obviously, you guys will see like what ends up happening in a second. One of them is my fault, I think, definitely. You guys will see it in a second, which one it will be. But yeah, it was a hard, what's it called? A hard like defense for us, especially with like how well our first defense went compared to obviously their defense and everything. Obviously, we're back on this Reinhardt. I cannot see from here, I'm going to be honest, whether we have the honor still. I'll have to check for you guys in a second. I am like, what's it called? I am like rewatching this again after like not watching it for absolutely ages. I think we're back. I think we're on honor again. Yeah, it should be. Yeah, it's honor up there. Okay, that's fine. I just wanted to know. But anyways, I'm obviously playing my distance again. I know they've been having that Widow making them snipers, so I really do not want to peek that like high ground unless if I desperately need to. Obviously, Hanzo damage boosted could still be really great. Like, cause obviously he can like quick shot and everything like that. It's really, really great. Obviously, damage boost the dive in from the Genji, but I do not want to cross here because I know the Widow's going to be like respawning soon. So I can just let people do their thing. Honor can have a really good sight line here, and then I would just obviously just play off with my Hanzo again here. You know, just making sure that I'm like cancelling my GAs and making sure that I'm not just going out into like Widow's LOS, because otherwise I'm just, you know, going to die basically. If I do want to cross her, obviously I do look my head hitbox away and make sure my movement's extremely quick and, you know, like, just so the Widow can't get to me, basically. But if you do tuck your head hitbox down and away whenever you do GAs like that, it means you are very unlikely to get, you know, headshot while you're crossing. Obviously can't do anything for my Genji there, so I just, you know, I try rotating, and obviously Honor ends up dying. Ryan pins him. I thought at this point that our Ryan would maybe just stand there with his shield up. I should have definitely maybe pinged that res, because I thought we needed the Honor up, which to be fair, I felt as though we needed to, because I thought this was going to be like really near Nano. Obviously, Hanzo ends up dying. Is what it is. I'm going to back out again. Obviously healing Honor up while she gets out, so then going back to damage boosting Genji, healing him up because he just gets hit by literally everything. And then at this point, I could very much just, you know, let my Honor heal up. At this point, I was tempted to go with my Genji, but then I could see him crouch walking and stuff, and I thought, I don't really want to like give him away, because he's probably going to go just dash and maybe shuriken up on the high grounds and everything. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to leave him. And this is where my mistake comes in. I'll show you guys in a second. Yeah. That should have been either a directional J backwards, or it should have been a directional J to the side. Me just doing a vertical super jump into that window once again just got me picked off, and I feel as though I did kind of throw this team fight for my team. And I was getting a little bit tilted at this point, which you could probably tell a bit from like my gameplay. It's not as smooth as it would normally be. My biggest thing is if you're getting tilted, just kind of remind yourself like, hey, it's alright, you know, calm yourself. Get yourself back into the zone and get yourself back into your best type of gameplay, because if you're just, you know, if you just keep on getting tilted and you just keep on, you know, like being angry with yourself basically, you're not going to be able to win this game, and you're not going to be able to, you know, to perform as well as you can. So I think definitely calm yourself, and if you have lost a few games in a row as well and you feel yourself getting even more tilted, just either switch onto another account or play some quick play, or just play a different game, honestly. Anyways, obviously Hanzo gets dove. I have to Valk in order to avoid it. I go follow up with the Genji blade because I thought the Genji was going to get quite a bit. I don't know how and if he ended there, kind of saying, this is me like, come on, Genji please, pick me. But obviously I'm just playing off to the side with him. Honor ends up getting picked off, and at this point I'm like, yeah, okay, we're just gonna die. So I just go in just to die myself quick so I can, you know, just quickly reset. I try going for like the smallest target whenever I do stuff like that, because if I try to go for someone that's like quite squishy, like for example an Honor or like an Alari or something like that, it means that it's going to be very valuable for us if we end up getting another attack, because obviously they're not going to be there. So it's always best just kind of aiming for them rather than like the tank or something. Plus as well, it gets you extra ult charge, so you know, it's always really great. So using my Kiriko to get up to my Ashe, because obviously my Ashe is my main blue beam target at this point. I can allow my Kiriko to heal up my my Doomfist here. I just help top him up when he kind of like comes backwards. And then do not ask me how this bomb hits me, by the way, as well. Like, I thought I was around that corner, and even my duo was like, when you're around that corner? And I was like, I was around that corner. So I have a thing with these offline, you know, offline games where things around the corner like to hit me, like the last one where I had an Orisa ult that just casually pulled me around the corner. But it's obviously this is me trying to, you know, to get back in, you know, just pocketing my Ashe. I'm very much trying just to play cover, just play inside or like play away basically, just so I can, what's it called? I could just not get hit off by anyone basically. This is me obviously trying to help my Ashe. Do end up kind of missing the beam on her, so I just end up using my Kiriko to get back onto it. Then, oh yeah, there's a tag there. I was just playing off to the side, trying to help out as much as I can. End up getting boots by the Bastion bomb, which ended up kind of panicking me a bit. And then I got obviously missed the Zuzu, which is a little bit unfortunate. And then the boy was just there with damage wall behind. So overall, it's not an absolutely great kind of like defense from us. Like we definitely got rolled on this this defense, but to be fair, we kind of like rolled them on attack, so it doesn't matter. So that's the next round, I guess. Oh man, so you can see like, what's it called, you can see how long this game has already been. Like what, this game has already been 18 minutes for us. Like you can already imagine like how tired we are, especially with how stressful it's been and everything. Like, but it's just, you know, you have to keep powering through, trying to get to like, you know, because we have to cap the entire way, and then we'll have to do an extra round after that. So at this point our spirits were like not the best, like they were a little bit low, but it's fine. Keep positive, you know, positive mental attitude, and you can definitely get it. But if you can randomly hear stuff, by the way, it's me just casually dropping things while I'm recording this. Like the way I record these afterwards is I do a voiceover on Premiere Pro afterwards, using my Xbox headset, which is also the reason why it sounds a little bit like crunchy, I guess. Like, oh, there was someone that commented on a video, I can't remember which one it was, but they said, oh my goodness, your mic is taking me back to like to my my Xbox days and stuff like that. You know, like we used to watch like the Minecraft like YouTubers back in like 2014, and I was like, honestly, I love that. That's kind of like my vibe. That's what I grew up with. Sadly, I don't have a mic, like a proper mic at the moment to like record stuff properly or like on my streams and stuff. So you have my crusty old mic right now. But anyways, so obviously we're going to head back to this next attack. We have ourselves an Ashe again and a Genji. So obviously this is just me healing people up out of spawn for the damage orb. We have this Honor again, so I can very much just let her heal up my Ryan and let, you know, my Ryan be aggressive with that. Ashe ends up dying, so I will rotate and use the cover that I've got in order to res. And then I'll just go to damage boosting Genji while Ashe obviously has to like respawn. Heal up my Ryan a little bit before I can go and help my Ashe. At this point, I'm kind of like a little bit stuck where I am. So I'm very much have to like just to play here and just, you know, hope and pray people get picked so we make space, basically. Obviously damage boosting Genji because I thought my Genji had like can do a lot more in the room compared to my Ashe. And this is just me obviously like trying to help both of them out. Genji dashes through. Can't really do anything about that when he gets headshot like that. Ryan obviously gets picked off, just have to back off. Ashe doesn't get picked off, Ana gets picked off, and then at this point I was like, please don't come for me. And then no, Ashe comes, and then Ashe started teabagging me. Like, hello? Rude. But anyways, we'll respawn in a second, do another attack basically. I always don't like it, well, I don't mind it when people teabag me, especially if like I've gone after them beforehand or something like that. You know, it's been quite funny. But like, I've not done anything to you. But anyways, obviously damage boosting Ashe again, helping heal up Genji as he comes past, especially because he's on fire. At this point, I'm just trying to like, play my cover. I rotate around the other side to play my Ashe. Realize that's like a bit of a mistake, so I definitely GA myself like up and away, because obviously I saw the Moira. Obviously me going up can help, you know, create that distance away from the Moira. I'm just going in to go and help my Genji, get the beam on him. I pop out because everyone gets sunstruck or like sunburst. I don't know what the ultimate's called. But it's me, obviously, you know, everyone was a bit split and we could definitely still win this. So I wanted it to just be essentially help both teams out, basically. Damage boosting whoever's like going to be, you know, the most active right there, or like whoever's in the middle of everyone. I want to heal up Genji before I go and help my D.Va get bomb. Obviously, sorry, not bomb, mech even. In case people don't know, by the way, you can damage boost baby divas in order to get their mechs back a bit quicker, because obviously it counts as like an ult charge kind of thing still. So if you damage boost baby divas when they're not in mech, it will get them mechs back quicker. So I think definitely, especially if it's like at the start of a team fight, if you can try to do this. This is me kind of hiding in a corner for a second because I was absolutely terrified. I was like, what on earth's going on? Lovely DM for my D.Va so I can get back to my Ana. Obviously at this point I do kind of end up like leaving my Ashe for a second, but honestly I think it was worth. So what's it called? Nice bomb. I never actually saw that bomb happen in game. That's actually insane. But yeah, obviously it's fine for me to leave my Ashe there for a second because obviously she's full HP and I'm just absolutely terrified because I'm like on fire with like 10 HP. So I just want to peel back to my Ana so she can, you know, hit me a little bit easier. Obviously just damage boosting my D.Va for a sec, then obviously damage boosting Ashe. I end up kind of just meching D.Va and having a nice little jolly time. So yeah, I'm just going to GA up and then just play kind of like crouch down away from everyone. I'm healing D.Va up here because I didn't think Ana would be able to have LOS of her yet from where the payload should be. Obviously I can see her heal beams now, so I'm like, oh okay, she has LOS of the D.Va now, which is completely fine. At this point I'm just kind of like floating away, playing like away from our Ashe basically, just because of that bastion ult basically. I don't want to be anywhere near it. I ended up popping my Valk because I thought I was going to die to it, so I was like, okay, let's create some distance from it, and then I could definitely just, you know, create myself a lot more like nicer distance whenever I play this. Mash getting dove, so I'm helping her out. She chucks the bomb over, and I'm like, oh, okay, we need to commit in here. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to go with my D.Va. Sadly, I could not get to my Genji in time, but I thought, you know what, it's fine. He's done his piece. I could just damage boost my D.Va in here. Have damage boost my Ashe to try and get those staggers. I was telling my Ashe that there's a Moira on this side, so we can get rid of her really, really quick. Damage boost her, heal up my D.Va, and then I'm going to go up with my Ashe because my D.Va can come back to my, what's it called, thingy really nicely. Can I just say, I love that DM from that D.Va as well. I was not expecting that DM. I was just like, oh yeah, I'll do a falling down res, so obviously, you know, like, they're not going to be respawned yet and they can't reach me when I do it falling down. And then my D.Va just decides, oh, I'm going to come and DM you. I'm like, you are such a sweetheart, man. I love this tank. They were honestly so sweet. But obviously I'm trying to help my D.Va here. I'm just trying to get in front of the wall here so I can help anyone that's, you know, in front of it. Helping obviously my Ashe out, go up to her in a second once I've healed up May a tiny bit more because she just used Ice Block. And then I just want to help her. I don't want to help kind of heal up May a bit because obviously D.Va's like very, very weak and I can leave that for my Ana to do. I should have not GA'd forward here, like I should definitely just kept my distance. But it's fine because, you know, helped out. Obviously helping May a tiny bit on point, but my main kind of like thing here is to sit up here and damage boost Ashe because obviously she's got a really, really good like off angle here. Obviously D.Va ends up diamond, so obviously I want to play away. And then at this point, I'm just like praying for my life, like, please, Bob, don't hit me. But obviously, I want to keep my beam on the Ashe for that kind of extra healing that I get from obviously healing other people. Ana comes back to me, absolutely lovely, you know, to help me out. At this point, we have to like kind of back our way for our team. Ashe ends up getting picked off, but I can res it really quickly because obviously there's distance. And then I pop my Valk because I'm like, okay, we need someone to touch here. And I did not touch my Tracer's touch. So I was like, okay, I'm going to go touch it myself. And then obviously the blizzard ends up coming on, so I thought, okay, I'm going to touch again myself and then come back out. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, why am I having to touch this payload so much? The sunstruck thing comes out, Ana goes down. I'm like, oh my god, can't really do anything there. At this point, I'm 1v1 the Solari, but my Ashe comes in to save the day, and I'm like, oh my gosh, yes, put the damage boost on her, because obviously my Ashe has so much better aim than me. And at this point, it was very much like, okay, who's going to touch? Who's going to contest? So this is me obviously contesting, because I thought my Tracer was going to blink away. So obviously I'm like, because obviously our Tracer wants to go in and like go and kill people, but at the same time we need someone on the point. And my Ashe wants to obviously play distance. And there's another like really close one where I end up kind of using my beams to GA back to my Tracer again. At this point we have our Kiri now, so I'm like, okay, we can allow Kiri to be on point. Doom's here as well. Like if we see 9 this style, this is embarrassing for us. So I'm very much just allowing my team to do their thing. I'm going to top up Tracer a little bit. Topping up Kiriko a tiny little bit. At this point I end up kind of like going in, but as soon as I know people are safe, I'm going back out to my Ashe. Obviously just play the distance with my Ashe. I'm trying to ping to my Ashe wherever the new like respawners are, because obviously she'll find it easy to pick off those respawners. Helping my Tracer out before I go fly all the way back into my Ashe. I slingshot myself back in because I saw people were like quite low, like for example my Kiriko. I want to try and keep her up. Fling myself back away, and we do end up capping it. So that was stressful. I remember like being extremely stressed after that team fight. My duo was like, you did so well, like to go and like contest that point, and I was like, thank you. Like it was stressful as anything, but I'm really glad that we did manage to cap it. And then at this point we're all joking around like it's gonna be a draw, isn't it? Like we're gonna play all this map for a draw. It's not a draw, by the way, just to let people know, it's not a draw by the end of this. But I just remember all of us like laughing and goofing around, like okay, like we're gonna draw. But yeah, see. Like, you just need to get into that mindset and just be able to be like, right, okay, just completely forget about the tilt, forget that we let them, you know, have an entire attack in 1 minute. And we end up obviously doing it ourselves in like our little 5 minutes that we had or whatever. So, overall, really, really great for us. I can't remember what I was doing at this point. I think I was like, probably on my phone or something. I'm not gonna lie to you. Okay, I'm getting going. It's very, very rare that I stand like still before a match. Like normally I'm like scared that I'm gonna like, you know, like DC or like get kicked from the game or something. So I'm like, oh my goodness, like, I'm gonna like go quickly. I must have been like Snapchatting someone or something, I swear. But anyways, we're back in. We have a Mei now, so obviously Mei's gonna work obviously to wall off people. Obviously Orisa can just be kept up by our Honor, but in case she needs any help, I can, you know, help her out. Orisa has like insane self-sustain at this point, so I can very much just hard pocket my Sojourn throughout this entire thing. So obviously just playing with her. Once again, I'm playing out of the LOS of that main bit at the beginning because obviously I'm scared of the Widow. So I'm like, please, like I don't want to see her kind of thing. I'm gonna help Mei whenever she gets out of her ice block, but obviously I don't want to peek anything, so I'm just playing off to the side with my Sojourn. My Honor can very much help out there. I go in to go and help my Mei and then come back out, but honestly that's the most I can do because if I stay there, I'm just gonna get mowed down by damage. So honestly, I did as much as I could for my Mei there. Helping my Orisa get out because obviously just use her spinny thing, so that's all of kind of like her damage blocking gone. I'm backing out to obviously, you know, help my Sojourn. I'm trying to let my Sojourn know as well there's like someone in the hotel. And then at this point, the Zarya just has free range just to come and like attack us now at that point, which is really annoying. I don't think she's gonna be able to like allowed to take that space, but you know what, is what it is. Then obviously we've still got people alive, so it's really, really great. You know, they can still contest. Honor's still there to keep Orisa up and everything. So to be fair, she went for like probably the worst person basically. But it's obviously our team ended up kind of just winning it for us, which is completely great. Obviously, I would have preferred to be in that team fight, but to be honest, I don't think I did anything wrong there. Like, obviously, I needed to get back into the team fight and GA myself in. It's just unfortunate that the tank just pushed into us like as she did. Like she just walked in basically, and I was like, oh okay, like that was fun. That was really fun for me. That, you know, this is a very high charge Zarya, you know, charging at me. It's what it is. But anyways, obviously we're now on to the hopefully the final. Actually no, yeah, it is the final part because I didn't cap any of it. Oh my word, it's been a stressful video, especially because I'm recording this all in one, by the way. So this is probably why I sound quite tired towards the end of this, is because I've been talking non-straight for the past like nearly half an hour now. So you could tell how stressful this was in game, like playing this game. I swear we came off as well after this match. We were just like, okay, no, like that's it. We're leaving now. We're like not playing any longer because that half an hour match was enough for us. But yeah, no, let me know if you guys want more kind of like offline games like this, or if you guys want me to voice record some of my like stream games and stuff like this, because I know a lot of you guys like kind of like my thought process and stuff like that, and I do try to say as much as I can while I'm on stream, kind of like what I'm doing, but then a lot of the time I'll get carried away and start talking stuff about like, I don't know, digestive biscuits or something. Like, though ironically, that actually there is one video, I think it's a Coliseum video, and it's me talking about jammy dodgers for like the entire 10 minutes of it. I'm not even kidding. Like obviously I'm there like commenting on my gameplay and stuff, But anyways, obviously we destroyed the torp, so it was completely fine. I'm trying to help out my diva because I realized it's still a little bit like critical and stuff. So I'm like, oh, okay, let's like help her out a tiny bit. At this point, I'm taking this off angle with my DPS. I very much have to just to let my Honor heal my diva here. I do peek in there to go and help her because obviously I see my Honor gets, you know, pushed onto. Unfortunately, because I'm so committed with my Sojourn, I can't really do anything here. At this point, I'm just, you know, playing my distance. She kind of like dives away, so obviously I dive away as well. I go to res because I'm like, oh, I have the opportunity, because I thought I'm not going to be able to keep up my what's called my diva there, because obviously getting swung onto by Ryan. At that point, I'm trying to rotate back onto my Sojourn, but I was just too weak to be able to do anything, which is really unfortunate. But anyways, we just keep on going. We do end up kind of getting a few picks as well, which is really, really great. Although my Sojourn does end up getting dove onto by Moira. I don't have res for that now, thanks to the, you know, the change that they did for the res, which is a little bit annoying. So I'm kind of like just playing back with my Hanzo, because obviously my Honor can help my Doomfist from a distance, as long as he's not behind a shield. So I'm just kind of helping out my Hanzo here. I do go in and out just to, you know, make sure he has like full HP and stuff, because I'm like, hey, like, you know, we need this Doomfist up to like contest and stuff. So I'm just, you know, playing with Hanzo here because I can't really do anything much more. Damage with Storm Arrows though, and then go back to my Sojourn. Realize there's someone behind us, so obviously I'm, you know, crouching behind this car just to make sure, helping my Honor out because obviously she ends up getting dove by the Sojourn, and then we just end up wiping the entire team. And yeah, that was essentially the VOD. So thank you guys so much, obviously, for watching again. I hope you guys enjoyed. I know, sorry, it was a little bit of a longer match, but I hope you all, you know, loved it and enjoyed it. Let me know, obviously, some feedback down below. I know I asked it in the last one. I know a lot of you guys enjoyed it and stuff, which is why I brought it back again. But let me know if you guys want me to do it for some of my stream games as well, or if you guys want more offline games like this. Because there are a few like offline games where I'm like, gosh, I wish I was streaming it, I wish I was recording it and stuff. So I think definitely in the future, if I do have a few games like that, I will pop them on here. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed and have a lovely day. Bye everyone!
Living life, every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days. Fuck me, I'm looking in the mirror, so foggy, but I've never seen clearer. I don't really think anyone can save me, and honestly I'm not really sure I want saving. I like to be my own worst enemy. There's no risk if you don't try at anything, so I'ma just keep buying